Hi, I'm Andy Stapp. You're here because you're that obsessed film fanatic that's always interrupting a movie or a TV show with, "I wonder where that was filmed at." You've found your home. You're one of us. In fact, I'll even bet you lose sleep trying to find out how a certain effect was created. Yeah, you're hooked. Admit it. Just own it. On Location will take you, myself, and my co-host Stelio Savante around the globe, episode by episode, searching for those unknown, the forgotten, or even hard to find locations that was at one time worthy of being a scene for a major Hollywood production.
Not only will we take you on set, but we also invite special guests to join us. Special guests that were part of those productions. It could be the writer themselves, the director, a stuntman, or even better, one of the stars of the film.
But we won't give those names here and now because we expect you, yes you film fanatic, to tune in each week to find out who that guest might be.
That's right. So let's do this. Where are we this week, Andy?
On this show, Who Knows? That's a wild guess that leaves our audience in curiosity at the end of each episode.
Okay, so it appears we're on a boat. I don't remember how we got here. I have no idea where I am. I don't remember any water, not even a pier, but here we are. So, matey, what boat might this be? Arr!
I love big boats and I cannot lie. I love your pirate's accent, Stelio, as it might even lead our audience to the idea that this is a filming location for Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, if you're thinking that, then you must walk the plank. Blimey, for those dead men tell no tale here, and these waters, matey. For this boat here is of a very different purpose, with a very important name. But I'm going to leave you wondering as we first tell you some facts about this very boat we are currently aboard. It was once harbored along the shores of Beaufort, South Carolina, for several decades, and at one time was almost cut in half for salvage. Its name was Miss Sherry.
But don't hold on to that name for too long, because there's a name you'll soon forget.
Oh, we've apparently run up on shore and now lie helplessly stranded here on dry land.
Well, now that explains why I had no recollection of a pier or water or anything else when we first got here. Hey, why are we on dry land? And the name on the side of the boat isn't Miss Sherry, by the way.
That's because somehow old Miss Sherry here ended up on dry land here at Planet Hollywood in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. And you're right, Stelio. This boat is more recognized by its famous name, Jenny.
Ah, Jenny. Okay, you've left the audience hanging long enough. We are on location for the famous shrimp boat scene in
Forrest Gump. To all those in the world that ran just so that you could keep on running. Or you bought boiled shrimp, baked shrimp, fried shrimp, or shrimp and grits, or shrimp stew for that matter, at Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. Because you're a fanatic fan of Forrest Gump, who he himself became highly successful in the shrimp catching business using this very boat. Welcome to the deck of Jenny, a name of a girl Forrest could never resist.
Jenny was Forrest's reason for living, it seems. But besides Jenny, what advice motivated Forrest to stay alive? Who gave him this advice? It was a man who later on became his business partner in this boat and its shrimp-producing adventures. Forrest's platoon leader during the Vietnam War gave Forrest the command to simply not be killed. Forrest took this to heart and saw it through, as later in the war he saves not only himself, but Lieutenant Dan as well. Well, part of Lieutenant Dan anyway, minus the legs. Hey, we've invited Gary Sinise, who played Lieutenant Dan, on the show to talk about the loss of his legs. Welcome the man once known in cinema history as Lieutenant Dan aboard, or should I say, welcome him back aboard, Jenny.
Gary, it appears 29 years later that you've yet to find your legs either. And 29 years later, folks, we've found Lieutenant Dan's leg.
Which lands us on the next question. How did the filmmakers remove your legs in Forrest Gump? How exactly did they do that? So tell us, Gary, how did they do it? That is impressive, absolutely amazing, and unbelievable. Or should I say, believable, extremely believable.
That's right, Stelio. Back in time to 1992, where we dare not to say Candyman while looking in a mirror.
Hey, tune in next week as we find ourselves in Helen's apartment in Chicago. See you next week.
On Location.